Hi, I'm entitling this video Don't Fear the Reaper because it's Halloween, and on Halloween there's so much misconception, especially amongst God's believers surrounding Halloween. Halloween is God's day too, and we have been taught to fear Halloween and fear the evil and of the world and all those kinds of things. And fear is just not how God wants us to live. He is the ultimate power. Having this devil consciousness or evil consciousness hinders everything he wants to do in our life. Now, this doesn't mean that we just discount that there's evil in the world, because we know there's evil in the world, and we know that there is evil being from the from the earthly realm and the spiritual warfare and all that kind of stuff. We know that. But with, especially on Halloween, if we shift our perspective and how we look at it, it's actually a day of blessing. And here's what I want to talk about. On this particular day, because of what's going on in the atmosphere and the change of seasons and everything, which is way over my head, but the veil is very thin between the earthly realm and the spiritual realm. And because of that, this creates a great opportunity for us on this day, because we're able to hear and receive from the spiritual realm a lot easier than on days when the veil isn't so thin. So this day is a great day to really sit with God and to listen for direction in your life. If you're needing direction, to ask for assistance from your angels or your guides. If you need help with something, it's a great day to ask God for directions or next steps in your life, because you're more able to hear that with the veil being thin. So I like to think of Halloween as just really, it's a blessing. Now, with the veil being thin, also evil can come in and manipulate the worldly plane a lot easier. And that's something we just need to take note of. Knowing that God overrides, he's our protector and all those kinds of things, and he's our true power. But if we get really fearful about the evil, we bring more of that into our space. And this is very important to consider on this day. The darkness of our soul is the only way that the unholy can manipulate man. And on this day, we just need to be aware that we're going to be pressed harder by the unholy because of the darkness of our soul. So today, if you're feeling out of sorts, you're getting angry a lot easier, you're very emotionally depressed or anxious or anything like that, know that those are not your own thoughts and feelings, but it is a point of awareness to maybe take the time to look at what is behind how you're feeling or how you're reacting, because that is something that needs healed within your soul. When you heal that, no more manipulation in that area. So take note on this day that evil can press a little bit harder, not just you, but other people, and to give yourself grace and to give them grace, and to just be aware that people are gonna maybe act a little bit more wildly than normal. And here's for instance, today I was driving and I accidentally cut somebody off that I did not see because they were in my blind spot. And I didn't even realize I cut him off until the guy pulled up beside me in his car and just was driving like right beside me. So then I looked over there, recognizing someone was, trying to get my attention. And he has his window down, screaming at me and waving this bat in he's just furious at me. And so I think, oh my gosh, I must have cut him off. So I wave to him, tell him I'm sorry. Well, then he proceeds to come up on the other side of me and roll his window down. And just this rage is coming all over him. And he's just, swinging his bat. And in that moment, I was like, holy crud, this guy might run me off the road. But what I recognized when I got home, I'm like, oh man, the veil's really thin today. So he is probably acting way more crazy in his road rage than he normally would be, because he's feeling so pressed and he doesn't even know it. But this is where, from my perspective, if I would have rolled down my window and started screaming back at him, I probably would have put myself in danger. But rather, I just took and, apologized or whatever and waved, and he went on his way being way crazy. But this is where, especially in these times we're in today, especially, we just need to have an awareness of how evil and the unholy can press people to do things that they normally couldn't do. And it's really just because of the darkness within the soul. So Halloween is a day of God, and it's a day of great opportunity for spiritual growth, to heal your soul, to be able to communicate with the other side, even loved ones who've crossed over. You might have dreams about them tonight, or invite them into your dreams tonight and let them come and visit with you. But more importantly, don't be afraid. Take your kids trick-or-treating. Get out there, have fun, put the light around you, and enjoy yourself and be a kid again, and let your little ones experience the joy and fun of trick-or-treating. We'll see you next time. Bye.